there's data that we have, and I don't know how accurate it is, but it tracks with what I've been already seeing about Italy. And it looks like we in the United States are literally days, maybe even a week away from a full-on lockdown. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'm wrong. So welcome to the show. I'm Tim.
What's up, everybody?
This is Adam. And we've still got a couple segments. We're going to talk a lot about coronavirus as per usual, just because, I mean, it's literally dominating everything. So if you want to get in your super chats, do so now. But again, we're going to be live just until before 9, and we're gonna hard stop because then the president's going to speak, and that's going to be pretty important. So the first thing I want to show you is just, I guess, literally the tweet from the president.
Yeah.
He says, "I will be addressing the nation this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern." If you guys end up watching this later on as the recorded clip, you probably have already seen what he said. But he did tweet before that, "I am fully prepared to use the full power of the federal government to deal with our current challenge of the coronavirus." And this seems to be kind of a shift from where he was before, because he's been repeatedly saying, "Oh, look, the flu is so much worse."
Well, maybe it has something to do with the WHO finally going, okay, it's a pandemic.
It's a pandemic. You know what that means?
So I've been saying it's a pandemic.
But do you know what the So do you know what the switch means?
What?
When the World Health Organization officially went from outbreak to pandemic, they were saying we've lost control. That's the point.
Yep.
They didn't want to do that because they were worried it would spark panic. Because an outbreak is like we're dealing with it. Pandemic is it's beyond our control.
Yeah.
It's done. So I'm going to show you some data, and I'm not completely convinced on it, but it does track similarly to what I've been looking at. Now here's the issue. This is Eli Pariser, I believe his name is. So he's something like Move On Upworthy. I personally don't find him trustworthy. I consider him to be a partisan. And I think there's a lot of people who have a vested interest in trying to make the president look bad by any means necessary. However, I do think Trump's, talk of the flu virus and stuff was weak. I don't maybe weak isn't the right word, but he was definitely not playing it strong enough. So here's the thing. I don't necessarily trust this guy, but you can look at the start date for the first signs of U.S. infection and Italy's. For us, it was the 4th. For Italy, it was the 22nd. On moving from day 1, 2, 3, 4, we tracked very similarly. And you can see we're on day 8, or at least whenever he posted this was 3 hours ago. Italy is on day 12, and you can see that the cases have reached this point. Then they fully locked things down. Now, there are some considerations which could be worse, could be good for us, could be bad for us. We've got, like 7 times the people that Italy does?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. We're huge.
That could be worse.
Our country's massive. Yeah, it's going to spread
faster.
It's going to eventually go higher than them.
No, not that. It could be it could grow exponentially faster. So we could go like up and be higher.
Spiking, yeah.
By day 12, we might be double where Italy is because we have substantially more people. So I don't know exactly what to expect. I really don't. The president's going to speak. We'll see what he has to say. Later on again. Some of you may have already seen it. But I do want to show you, I think this might be it. So that data from Eli, I don't know exactly where he's getting those numbers. They do track very similarly to the stories I saw, however, so I tend to think it's correct. But here we have, this is just a Substack, so it's hard to know for sure, it's hard to verify a lot of stuff right now because people are throwing things out there. But this shows basically a graph of deaths and days since the outbreak in China. And we can see that the green line is Italy, and they're on an upward trajectory. So they're projecting it's going to get worse. And the U.S. here, we can see it's not too dissimilar, but we are lagging behind Italy in terms of how long we've had active infection rates. So it's entirely possible that we, go up past China, or I don't really know, but I think it's going to get worse. And I kind of bounce back and forth between whether or not things are chilling out, things are getting crazier. I think things are getting crazier, and I think what you're hearing from the experts is a desperate attempt to try and calm things down.
Yeah.
I think it's really bad.
I think so too.
I was reading that the infection rate for the elderly, like the average age of death, it's like a 14% mortality now.
Dang.
And in Italy, their mortality rate is like 6, period.
Wow.
Yeah, that's probably why they locked down like crazy. Like they were getting hit really, really hard by this. So I've got a couple of things that I want to show you guys in what's going on with coronavirus. This is a journalist named Andy Carvin. Andy might have it. He thinks he has it. I'm not sure where he's at, but he said this is from just a couple hours ago. Last Thursday, I was admitted to the ER with coronavirus symptoms, including chronic cough, shortness of breath, and lung pain. I was given a COVID-19 test and told I'd have the results within 48 hours. Nearly a week later, I still don't have the results.
Yikes.
He goes through the whole process. It's, I don't really want to go through the entirety of his story, He just basically says like, here what happened. They told me to go home, and he said the guy looked like an what is this, an Imperial Guard from Star Wars.
Yeah.
But here's why I want to show you why this is so serious. And I think a lot of people, whether the mortality rate is high or not, is completely irrelevant. You ready for some shocking images that are going to make you upset? What are they calling this? They're calling this the ground glass opacity. What you're seeing is lung damage, permanent lung damage.
Whoa.
This guy's 44. He died.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're young.
So permanent.
Permanent.
So the flu doesn't do that.
Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't think so.
So anyone comparing this to the flu, this is not.
Yeah, the flu
same.
is not respiratory as far as I know.
Yeah, so anyone comparing it to the flu, it doesn't make sense to do that anymore.
Yeah, they're trying
this does permanent damage.
It never did.
Yeah, they're trying to compare.
It never
the
made
spread.
sense. No.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like
It's
imagine
unknown.
Imagine if people were like, dude, Ebola killed so many people. Like, it's like, well, yeah, but Ebola didn't travel.
Yeah.
So there's so many different things about this.
Yeah.
This is what freaks me out. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll survive, and then you're gonna have what, diminished lung capacity for the rest of your life because of scar tissue in your lungs.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not okay with
No,
that.
thanks.
Yeah, SARS didn't make it anywhere. The first one back in the 2003 or whatever.
Yeah.
And neither did MERS. I think that was like 01 and 03 or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly when.
this is scary.
Yeah.
Those X-rays, that doesn't look very good, man.
And they're saying
this is someone who actually passed, though.
Yeah, this person died.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, there's no saying that a healthy person that gets over it is going to get permanent damage, or have they proven that yet?
No, I don't know.
Man, it's frightening.
Yeah. Well, is it worth the risk? You want to buy a lottery ticket to have permanent lung damage? I'm not interested.
No.
But apparently now
I'm not going anywhere.
there was a congressional meeting. Republicans were told every American's going to be exposed to this.
Well, eventually.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that everyone's going to get it,
Right.
but everyone will be exposed. Some people won't get sick. Most people probably will. It's like what. So the first thing we heard last month was experts saying that they were predicting 60 to 70% global infection rate.
Right. What is it now?
Same thing.
That's still 60,
yeah, Angela
70%.
Merkel is saying like in Germany they're expecting 60 to 70%, and now we're hearing similar things. That last week in a meeting, Republicans were told everybody's going to get hit by this.
So that sounds like 100%, not 60 to 70%.
Well, no, but like not everyone gets sick.
Oh, right.
So I don't know what
get hit by like getting knocked off your feet kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know. I guess I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's hard to know exactly what's going on. But what I can say is they're canceling tons of events. We have this story now. It's going viral. This is the number 2 national trend on Twitter. Cancel everything.
Yep. Cancel everything.
Literally everything. Social distancing is the only way to stop the coronavirus. We must start immediately.
Cancel culture is actually working.
That was actually someone called it cancel culture coronavirus.
Oh, really?
And there was a bunch of hashtags for that. Or something like
funny.
That.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they were saying like, cancel everything.
Yeah.
Cancel everyone and everything. Shut it down. No more coronavirus. So it might be. We're already seeing a bunch of news organizations.
Yeah.
ABC it was, I think, told their employees not to come to work. They said if you don't have to, don't come to work.
Yeah.
Now activists are saying that all debts should be deferred for the duration of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're going to go into economic hibernation on this.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Everything just stops.
Didn't Britain like plan to do something like that? I was reading about it.
Yeah, like a 3-month freeze or something.
Yeah, something.
Dude. Well, it's going to be a wild ride.
Oh,
do you guys have your board games?
Yeah.
I hope you all have your board games.
Good thing we just got the pool table set up.
We got a pool table. Yeah,
Magic
we're setting things up.
Yep.
Let me show you something else that's really, really weird. Check this out. This tweet started making the rounds. You can see I retweeted it because I know they're gonna get mad at me for retweeting it because they're gonna call me a conspiracy theorist. I just retweeted it. It's from a verified Nature News. It's the news team at Nature, the International Journal of Science, tweeted this out November 2015. A lab-made bat coronavirus related to SARS has been shown to infect human cells.
Oh, this is from 2015.
From 2015.
Oh, I see. I didn't see that at
first. And I don't know if they say it was actually from China, but it was horseshoe bats in China. So now people are already saying, like, it's China. They're like, this is it.
Well, I just saw over your shoulder on the TV over there that they were reporting about it, and now they're calling it the Chinese coronavirus.
I don't know.
That's something I've never heard that before.
Racist.
So,
you can't call
so
it
that's
that.
fully racist now.
Yeah.
Where Wuhan virus makes sense because that's where it's from, or supposedly. See, that's the thing. It's like it's supposedly from Wuhan.
So what?
I'm so over this thing.
Well,
if it's truly is gonna hit everybody, I mean, what are we gonna do then?
We're gonna sit.
Good
in
thing
our
we got
rooms
water and food, and we can just sit hunker down. I hope
yeah.
everyone's
Well,
prepared.
how many? Here's the other thing too. It's like there are a lot of the people are being advised not to go visit family anymore.
Yeah.
Don't visit your family. Don't visit your parents, your grandparents. And there was a reporter who asked Governor Jay Inslee, I think it's Washington, right?
Yeah, at Washington.
Because they're banning any public event over 250 people, sporting events, everything's shut down.
Wow.
And someone asked him, "What's the penalty if someone violates this?" And he says, "Your grandparent will die
of coronavirus."
And he's like, that's the penalty.
That's
he's like, let's
pretty bad.
be real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show every Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., sometimes an hour or two. And we do have a full live recorded version of the show that includes a lot of comments and smaller segments you probably don't see. If you want to check that out, you can watch live at 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, or become a member of this channel. And for $5 a month, you get full access to all of the recorded podcasts. Every day after the show, we make them available in the community section of this YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe and stick around for more segments and more shows Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you all in the next show.